Hello, everybody. Okay, one second. I know there's like a big empty space right there. It's bugging me. Fix it. Bam. Now that looks stupid. I'm just gonna block it, right? Bam, I'll just sit like here and then I'll just block it. I'm sorry. Okay. Like you guys care as long as you're just paying attention. Never mind. Okay, this video does have points, as you can read up there. I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is going to be my Into the Wild movie review. I actually just got done watching it, and you can kind of hear it in the background. It's just the main menu. I'll show you. You can't probably see my TV, but yeah. I just got done watching it, so I thought I'd just do the review now while it's fresh in my brain. I took notes. Yes, I took notes. I've learned to take notes for movies now if I'm going to do a review with them. Okay, so Into the Wild, it stars Emile Hirch, Kristen Stewart, and a bunch of other people. Now, I have to say, a lot of people watch Into the Wild for Kristen Stewart, and I have to tell you that she's not really in it. She is in it for, like, I think, like, a good part of it, and then she's not really in it. There's like another, then after that, there's like one clip of her, and that's it. So it's not really a Kristen Stewart movie. It's more of an Emile Hirsch movie, and that's completely fine with me because I actually like him now. I wasn't really interested in him before this movie, and this movie really opened my eyes to him. So he's like a good actor that I'm gonna look out for now. Into the Wild. It's based on a true story. A real guy, basically left behind his life of just very. His life was very good. He was very prosperous. You know, he went to college, and his parents were really wealthy. He left that. Did you hear that beep? I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I know. I'll just answer it later. Sorry. If you heard that beep, that was my my chat. Sorry. So yeah, if you hear any beeping, it's my chat. Anyway, back on topic. So basically, he like leaves his family and that life behind to go travel. His main goal is to get to Alaska, and he does end up going to Alaska. Basically this movie is based. It's like it starts off in present. I'm guessing when he's actually in Alaska and he finds this abandoned bus out in the middle of the snow and everything, and he fixes it up, and he creates like a little pad for himself and everything. And then it goes back 2 years before he discovered the bus, and before he even decided to go on this trip. And he's graduating from college, and he basically tells his family, his mom and his dad, that he wants to go to Harvard. Of course, that's a lie. That's a big ploy. Basically he's created this plan to just say, "Hey, I'm going to Harvard," when he's really just like basically eliminating himself from existence. Basically, he cuts up all his what's it called? All his credit cards and his driver's license, and he sends his life savings to a charity. He really doesn't want anyone to find him. He actually drives his car out till it's like out of gas and leaves it there, takes off the license plate, burns his last bit of money, and walks away from it. He honestly just doesn't want to be found. He just wants to go out and see the world for what it is and not have to worry about money or material items. So, and throughout this, like, I guess his sister, the actress, I didn't really catch her name in the credits, but the actress who plays his sister basically kind of narrates it, and basically talks about his life and what their life was, and probably and like kind of connects it to why he's doing this, and how he doesn't like his parents. He's really rebellious, and he just wants to get out and just eliminate everything from his life and just live free and prosperous and be like a hippie dippy trippy. You know what I mean? So yeah. do he even he even like his parents of course send him mail to Harvard and stuff like that, and he basically arranged it for the post office to hold it until a certain amount of time and then send it back to his parents in like this bundle, you know. So he basically just had this plan building up in his head, and then finally he just you know, makes it come all together. He refers to himself to all the people he meets on the road as Alexander. What's it called? A Supertramp. Alexander Supertramp. When his real name is like Chris or something. I didn't really catch his last name. I'm sorry. Um. So yeah. He meets a lot of different characters along the road. He meets some like a hippie couple. He meets this guy. He works for him for a little while. He just travels. But his main goal is to go to Alaska. He wants to just live out on his own in the wilderness and see what life is really about. And then he stays at a shelter for like barely even a day, I think, and then he just leaves because he can't handle being in the city for very long. And then he meets Kristen Stewart's character in a trailer camp thing, and she sings and plays the guitar in that part. And I have to say, Kristen Stewart's singing is pretty good. I liked her singing. Uh, Even it wasn't really like it's not like it's definitely not, it's no Beyonce or like Taylor Swift or any of the normal like artists you hear today, but it's good. I like it. It actually got me excited for the Runaways because she sings in that movie, and she tries to sound a little bit like Joan Jett in that movie, so I can't wait to see that. Her character again, like I said, Kristen Stewart isn't really in it. She's in that part, in that one part, and then there's another clip in further on in the movie when it's basically like a reel back of all the people he's met and where they are now, all the people he met during his travels and where they are now and everything. Um, so yeah, Kristen's character's name is Tracy. And then there's this one part where he kills a moose, and it was really disgusting. He was like cutting up the moose and getting all bloody, and he ends up losing that moose to maggots and wolves. This is also this really random thing I have to talk about is the super apple thing. He was eating an apple. You heard that beep again? There's a super apple, and he's like eating it. And he's like, "Oh my god, it's so good, so good." It's super apple. It's random, but yeah. And then there's you heard that beeping? God. And then by the end of the movie, he's really skinny. He's really hungry. He's really frustrated. Throughout the movie, he's kind of like talking to himself. I mean, he's by himself. There's really no one else to talk to. You hear that beeping? Chat. So yeah, where was I? Oh crap! I just lost my train of thought. No. He by the end he's in Alaska, and from like um throughout the movie, it's going from Alaska, where he is now, to the back and how he got there and everything. By the end, he breaks down, and then sadly, he dies at the end. Since it's based on a true story, the man actually does die in the bus. He's basically dreaming about going back home and seeing his mom and his mom and his dad and his sister, even though he doesn't like his mom or his dad. His sister's really, of course, sad because she hasn't heard from him. And then in the end, basically, of course, this movie is dedicated to the actual guy who did make this long journey. His ashes and it's just really amazing. I really like this movie. I really do recommend it. I give it like a 10 out of 10 because it's really good. I definitely think you should watch it, not just because it's Kristen Stewart. I mean, because Kristen Stewart, like I said, isn't really in it. Emile Hirch is a good actor, really good movie. I really do recommend it to anyone who's an Emile Hirch fan. Again, Kristen Stewart's not in it, so watch it from Emile Hirch and the story because the story is really good. I definitely want to go out and buy this movie, not because it's Kristen Stewart, but just because it's a good movie to watch. Again, my rating is 10 out of 10. If you've seen this movie, please give me your rating and what your thoughts of it, and tell me if you want to actually go out and buy this movie or rent it, because it's good. It's a good movie. I like it. 10 out of 10. I'm going to go now because this is a really long review, and I have to go back to my chat. They're probably wondering where I am. Bye.